Brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
Let's go to Mark now in Portland, Oregon. Mark, how can we help?
Hello?
Hello,
Yep.
Mark. You're live. What's happening?
Alrighty. So I have kind of like a weird, multifaceted question. I am a 100% disabled veteran, but I'm still like total and permanent, and I'm still allowed to work though.
Okay.
I have pretty much all my GI Bill still, and I have minimal student loan debt from getting my degree, and I got my bachelor's in mechanical engineering. But kind of the big kind of crux of what I'm wondering is like I get a one-time federal student loan forgiveness because of the nature of my disability from being in the Navy. So I'm kind of like trying to see like, is it worth it to just go to grad school and then just max out the student loans and just get them forgiven? It seems kind of sketchy to me, a little bit.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
It's legal.
Hold on.
Sorry.
So what would the masters be in, and why would you get it?
It would probably be a master's in mechanical engineering, focused more on like building science in the built environment. That's kind of what I'm doing now.
So would that set you up for growth financially and through promotions?
Yeah, it would.
So what's sketchy?
Because he has the GI Bill.
Because I can use my GI Bill, that pays for the entire tuition, and I get a housing stipend. Like if I were to be staying in Portland, I would be getting $2,300 a month tax free while in school.
So,
and then on top of it, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I had one more question, but go ahead.
And then on top of that, if I were to take out student loans, I could take out up to $65,000 a year for the 2 years to do that, to kind of offset the loss of income that I have now. And then another kind of weird aspect to this too is like, this would be like, if I were to do that, that would be more than what I'm making now with the GI Bill and those loans, because there's no taxes associated with that.
Mm-hmm.
But, and my wife is also in medical school right now too. So just kind of, the money is kind of fungible because we're married, but like, realistically, a lot of the money would probably end up going towards like reducing her loans.
So let me make sure I got my head around this, because I'll be honest, like with all the military payments and stuff like that, sometimes it gets confusing. So you've got a little bit of existing student loan debt. How much is that?
Yeah, $10K.
$10K. Will the GI Bill pay that off?
No, but I could get it forgiven now if I wanted to. But
okay, so just one thing at a time, because I want to help you, but I also want to make sure the people listening understand.
Why won't the GI Bill cover that?
Because he's already done that. But
have that debt.
The GI Bill would cover you going to grad school, correct?
Yes.
So my question is, why can't you just use the GI Bill to go to grad school if that's what you want to do? And why can't you use the other piece that you had, the federal student loan forgiveness, because of your disability, to pay off the $10,000? What's wrong with that?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. But to me, and this is where I'm like kind of the moral and ethical dilemma. Like I could do all that, but then I could also take out more student loans, and then those would get forgiven because it's just a one-time deal.
Oh, so what you want to do, you want to take out extra student loans knowing that you can get the federal government forgiveness. Yes. And not use those for education.
I mean, it would be covering my housing expenses and all that. Like that's kind of where.
I thought I heard you say, but I thought, hold on. I also thought I heard you say that would go towards paying off some of your wife's medical loan debt as well. So you're talking about taking out a student loan to use personally.
Well, you can use student loans to cover your housing expenses.
But didn't you say the GI Bill already gave you a stipend for the housing?
That's just for like living expenses and other. Portland's like a more expensive city.
But hold up. Okay, hold on, because I'm hearing you, but I'm also feeling a little. The fact that we're going back, there is a shady quality to it, because the GI Bill covers what we would call living expenses, right? Like whether that's rent or other things that goes along with living. But you're saying I would take out student loans to continue to do that. My problem with that is the GI Bill saying, hey, we have a stipend for that. That's what that money is intended for. The federal student loan forgiveness, student loans by definition should be to pay for education. So it does bother me.
And related expenses.
Well, no, not necessarily. I mean, related expenses, yes, but are you living on campus to go to school?
No, I have a house and a mortgage.
And a job.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like currently, so if I would stop working to go to school.
Yeah, I feel like that's a little weird. It's not like you're going to school, you're taking out student loans. This is covering room and board and dormitory and that. I mean, they are student loans, which, by the way, I wouldn't tell somebody to take out student loans anyway. But in this case, they're forgiven.
So wait a second. Let me pardon us. We're not trying to be dense.
No,
Mark.
we're not.
It's just the way you set this up.
It's strange.
Well, it's strange because you know it's not right. That's what I think.
Yeah. It's not a student loan.
So hold on. So you agree that you just said, okay, we finally got it. I didn't mean to lead you there. This is my first lawyer moment. You don't feel this is right. And I don't feel like it's right.
It is sketchy. Yeah.
Well, then why are you calling us, asking us if we think you should do something sketchy?
Because free money makes you do funny things, Ken.
Well, it ain't free. It's on the taxpayer's back.
It's not illegal. Like with
my friend, listen to me.
About it.
First of all, two things. Since you called, now I'm going to tell you what I think. It's sketchy because it's wrong. It's wrong because you're taking out money that's all taxpayer funded, my friend. I'm paying for that. Jade's paying for that. I could go around the room. We got some nice people out in the lobby. I don't think they would like to pay for that either.
Yeah.
They don't feel good about it. It's wrong.
I'm paying for that
but
too.
my crux of for me, the reasoning behind it, because I feel like we do have to point out the reasoning. For me, the reasoning is student loans really should be for education. And I don't think in your case, I don't think the living expenses are an expense of you getting your education. If you were going to live on campus, if you were staying in a dormitory, if you had to, get an apartment in another city to take the classes, then I could see, okay, like maybe. But in your case, because this is your situation, I don't see how your personal mortgage has anything to do with you choosing to go to grad school. And so for that reason, I think that's where the ethical barrier is for me.
Well, we're agreeing with you. You said it was sketchy. We think it's sketchy. And let me just say this. You're a great American. You served our country, disability because of it. You're a great American. You're a great American, and you know it's sketchy. So this is up to you, my friend. I don't think you can rationalize this for me.
No,
or for Jake. But
in my head, and I haven't been able to.
Well, then trust your gut.
Look, if you were like, if you had said something, I'm just trying to come up with some scenarios. If you were like, hey, when I was in the military, I don't know. I'm just trying to come up with a way that maybe this might, like if you acquired a bunch of other debt because of school, but I just don't see that. Like this just doesn't. It doesn't hit right.
You're a good man, a great American. Thank you for your service. Your gut's right. We agree with your gut. And you've got a bright future in front of you. You don't need this. Wife's going to get through medical school. You guys are going to be fine. Don't try to shortcut it. You guys are on the right path. Thanks for the call. This is The Ramsey Show.
Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.